I'm endorsing a new cola, kids. And this one isn't poisonous to anybody.
That we know of.
New and improved Buzz Cola is made from only the finest sugars and waters. Plus, it has a special ingredient, too hot for the FDA. It'll give you the get up and go you need to do all the pathetic stuff you have to do. Try new improved Buzz Cola.
Cola. Must get Buzz Cola. Sweet! This car sure can take a beating. Go! Hey, Apu.
Congratulations, Homer. Mission complete. Go back home and... Homer,
Let's do this thing!
woohoo!
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy! I didn't do it.
Thanks for...
King of the world!
Even
Homer, go.
Springfield Penitentiary has been locked.
Let's roll!
I'm scared.
Oh, I forgot my piece of cake. Cake. What? What's next? Flanders cooler. I gave it to Barney. Well, it's about time. Ooh, the vibration's tickling my feet. Oh, I wanted a peanut. Oh, I think I broke something. Almost done. Now I need Flanders' stupid picture of his stupid family. Bart did it. Ow! Okay, last one. Now where did I leave Rod's stupid inhaler? Duh, on top of the dump truck. USA! USA! Now to return this stuff before the cops find me sitting around talking to myself. I blame society. Nothing lasts forever. Just call me Air Homer.
Hey, now, way to go, darn me here.
Flanders, look! Everyone sucks but me. Eat my dust.
Even
Homer.
Springfield Penitentiary has been locked.
Mistakes were made. Your driving is adequate, but lacks passion. Jump!
Uh-oh. Hey, Homer.
Barney, can I... It's crashing! Sweet! Lousy, rotten karmic retribution. Possessions are fleeting. I am evil Homer. I am evil Homer.
You jerk, convertible. I just waxed and undercoated.
How can I... Let's do this thing! Ooh, I'm soaring like a candy wrapper in an updraft! Ha ha! Stupid like a fox! I will clean this mess up later. If you're so smart, how come I broke you? Not like anyone likes these things. Ha ha! Stupid like a fox! I will clean this mess up later. If you're so finally in your face! Can you come and get...
The famous bearded cartoon creator incarcerated in a Peruvian jail. In other news, local citizens are outraged over the discovery of surveillance cameras throughout the town. We go now to City Hall, where Mayor Quimby is fielding questions from an angry mob.
These miniature cameras are an outrage. Spying on our women's dressing rooms, bathrooms, and locker rooms is unforgivable. I think I speak for all Springfielders when I say, where is the sexy footage?
In other unexplained news, strange black vans have been appearing all over town.
Marge, that black van is spying on us.
Oh, homie, you're so sexy when you're paranoid.
Hello, friends of Speed Simpsons. It is I, a very sick LP3 Cinema, and I am here with a special guest.
Hello, I'm Nostalgia64, a decrepit ancient old man these days that's not been around in about 300 years, but we're here.
I dug him out of the ancient ruins to come here.
Nothing lasts forever. Take that.
So I don't know. I'm gonna probably explain stuff to you, Nostalgia, like you're 2018 old, but just ignore it.
Real.
I don't know if you know that now for Office Space they use Plowcane again.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, because that's how the routing works for this game. We'll be like, intended car? No. Family sedan. And then we'll be like, wait, intended car is actually faster.
What happened to traffic cars being optimal for everything?
Some people still use the traffic car for Office Space, but
Let's go!
you can get a bigger initial hit with Plowcane, I believe.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
And then they'll use an ESS at the end of Blind Big Brother so that they can get Family Sedan back for FBI, so they don't have to do it in the Plowcane.
Yep, sure. I vaguely remember seeing something like this before. This
Okay,
looks familiar.
Yeah, Homer
There's
1.
gonna be a lot of this,
obviously
I think, where I'm like, oh, I think I maybe saw this once.
it's gonna be a lot of revelations.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm glad I got you on this one for two really good runners, too. Because I
Really showcase the new changes and all the rest of it.
Yeah, you're gonna see all the top strats.
Shouldn't enjoy that. Wow, a lot of people have tools. You almost nicked me.
I mean, at least I can rely on Bone Storm being
The same,
good old
yeah.
Bone Storm.
Yeah, that'll never change.
That's it, like if I saw some like busted strat for like instant just like teleporting to the finish line or something, I'd be like, okay, we need to
here's the
reassess
thing.
what this game even means anymore.
Right. Here's a cool thing. So you'll see Critch do it later when he gets to the mission. But at the end of Bone Storm, Kelvin walked in front of the Simpsons house and lined himself up at the middle of the door before he mission selected. That'll allow him to do the pause unpause to skip the pan in for 1-7.
Okay.
For some reason, the camera changes. If I understand it correctly, the camera changes when you go in front of that door, which gives you the pause on pause. You'll see it when Critch does it at the end of the mission. Critch is having a great bow sword, to be honest.
Yeah, to be fair, Calvin's looked pretty good as well. What I
Yeah,
would have done
Calvin's-
to get bone storms like that in 2018.
What I would do to get those in 2024.
So valid.
I gotta get the...
Oh, yeah, Kelvin's really good at this game, so
Mm.
I think he's... Somebody can correct me. I think he's second place,
Oh wow, okay, fair.
and first place is Homer of Steel.
Well, that's like really blow my mind. What's world record sitting at currently?
118.
What do you mean?
Let me give you the exact number.
Smell you later, Stinky Gator. Nobody...
I'm sure I was around for sub 130, but like,
Yeah.
it can't have been much lower than that.
Oh, okay. World record in game time is 116.48.
That's ridiculous.
You got it.
118's a Liquid. My bad. Liquid's third with a 118.
Liquid in third's even kind of insane to me.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so it's Liquid. Kelvin has a 117.55, and Homer Steel has a 116.48. Absolute lunacy.
Mine. All mine.
Let's see, I'm
One buck.
gonna pull up speedrun.com, do a little bit of research.
Yeah, don't look at where
Okay,
I am.
I
Alright?
want to find out where I am.
I think I'm slightly ahead of you now. It took all these years. Oh, you are 78.
Here, I'll take top one. The way that it was looking, I sort of was thinking top 100's probably not even a thing anymore, but I'll take that.
Yeah, to be honest, a 135 for the last time you ran ain't bad at all.
Yeah, like that was like good for maybe like 40th or something at the time, possibly even lower.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm trying to
Wow.
think of strats that are coming up that you wouldn't know about. The one I know for sure is going to be in 2-4. They're going to do something cool.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause that's
so-
not like this level 2 so far seems fairly conventional by my standards.
A lot of the changes to this route has been the wasps. We finally figured out how to manipulate them.
Let's go. Rather than being like, oh yeah, you just sort of have to go for it and hope that you get the hitbox to line up or whatever.
Right, so we might see Kelvin do it here.
Yeah.
Oh no, he just got that. There's a different one you're gonna see in Apu where they pause it and try to hit the wasp on at the right timing so that it has collision.
Huh.
The community has titled it Funny Red Square because there's an application you can download that has like a red square bouncing, and you have to time that red square for when you hit the wasp, and it'll explode it every time.
Oh.
They're also going to do stuff called main menu warps. I don't know if you were around for that.
Oh yeah, that was like the tail end of me being around. It's main menu warps.
He did it right
Sure
there?
my
I missed
PB
it.
has
Damn.
them in it. That's like my PB route. I'm pretty sure was like it is optimal to like stop at every box in like Marge, kick it twice, and then keep going so that when you main menu warp, it gets respawned. I'm sure that's probably very ancient tech these days.
Yeah. So here comes this mission's just super good now. He paused on pause for hospital. Oh, I thought he was gonna do it for Krusty Burger parking lot, so I didn't even pay attention.
Ah.
So this 2-4 is it just looks insane if you go back to like 2018 and look at it now.
Hmm.
So they get this wasp here. while they wait for the black van to go around.
Whoa, wicked.
They're gonna get Herman's box, which has always been a thing because it teleports you back.
Yeah.
But it's when they start the race with Snake that they're gonna do something cool.
Hey, Spring.
This might be a newer strat than I think it is, but I don't think you would have seen this.
I guess we'll find out.
Usually we would go backwards and do the car reset to spawn us up top.
Out of my way.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Oh, man.
This it's
Stop
the funniest.
taking all of my favorite things away from me. That's not. Oh wait, no. I think I do know about this. Do you not just
That's
like do the shortcut
You-
or something
you,
like
uh,
that?
You sort of do the shortcut.
I think I have seen this before. I'll double check now when it comes out. Yeah, no. I think I did see Liquid do that once, and I was like, "What do you mean you can do that?"
Yeah, Tim's. That's what I was getting to. That's my favorite part about that trick is that Gamden found that by accident in a tournament.
For real.
It was the best thing ever. I remember he did that way more sloppily when he raced Jor one year. No, it was a race against me. And then Derek was in chat, and he was like, wait, that could actually be faster.
Interesting.
No problemo.
Hello,
Other-
Aqua Dreams.
Other general stuff, I guess, is whatever you call it. What, like, is 60 FPS still like a viable thing?
Sort of, yeah. I think the highest 60 FPS runner is still Vapo. No, Cola Truck. Wait, no, I'm high. Give me a second. I think it's still Vapo. Or Tone Dog runs on 46 FPS.
I don't remember this being here
Sure,
before.
why not?
Yeah, he literally does it for the meme. I don't think there's an actual reason. It might be... Is it not Vapo? It might be Finn then, if I'm looking at the speedrun leaderboards.
Please?
You want to know like a real ancient fun fact? I was
I'm
like
so
one
ready.
of the original ones that noticed something was up to do with FPS, purely because of the fact that I used to run this game on my old laptop, which couldn't even run the game beyond 30 FPS. So I couldn't make some of the jumps in Apu to like climb up on top of Most Tavern or something, because my game was that bad at running that the FPS was so low you couldn't even jump on top of the thing you needed to for 100% or whatever it was. And
It's
that was like
wild.
the first
I've
thing
been-
that was like, maybe we should look into this.
It's wild, because I've been around since like the beginning of time, and I don't remember that.
Oh, this is literally just like me pissing about one day and being like, huh, why can't I make this? And then I think it was, I can't remember who it was like, do you want to throw on your FPS counter to see what it is? And it was genuinely like 29.
Yeah, I was right then. Yeah, Vapo's the highest 60 runner. But Tone Dog runs on 46 FPS, and he has like a 126 or something. But yeah, I don't know. I think to get like a top 5 time, I don't think you can do 60 FPS.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it kind of was like still up in the air whenever I was running, like which one was actually faster. I guess the high FPS just kind of won out at some point.
Yeah, I think we'll see it when we get to level 7, but if it's done correctly on high FPS, I think it's
Yeah.
just faster than 60 FPS.
So that's how I
Yeah.
always ran on 60 because I was simply bad at level 7. So I couldn't do any of the like setups you need to do the out of bounds.
I was
At
just
high
bored and
FPS.
had a really shit laptop. Yeah, Lexi, you're part of the retirement home too, alright? It's not just me and nostalgia here. Last year I brought back Control Tab too, that one was sick.
Oh wow. That's a name I've not heard in centuries.
Oh, I was so surprised at how many people in chat knew who he was, to be honest.
Wild. That's it.
I just-
my favorite no mission warps runner.
No, I'm
Oh, I was trying to get Croc, Tim's. I'm telling you. Croc has disappeared off the face of the earth.
Yeah. One day, perhaps.
Oh yeah, sign skip. is because Critch gonna do Canadian bounce too. That's my favorite trick that they call Canadian bounce because I do it all the time. That is rough for Critch.
Oh.
You beautiful skull. Part time. Eat asphalt eaters. That was totally awesome. It's all good.
So right now, Critch is gonna do a main menu whip. That's so that he can possibly get 2 freebies and monkeys. The guy who founded backwards 6-7.
Breaker breaker. This is Bart Simpson requesting one pimp ride ASAP.
Welcome.
All right, that was
Yeah, I
So
think
Kelvin
this
got
like,
an ESS off that phone booth, so that when he goes into
Here's your last
sellouts, he can just get the pan in.
Bart Simpson at
Now
Yeah,
let's
like-
see how good of a sellouts he gets, because people have been getting insane at sellouts.
I should do that more often. That didn't break my memory.
what was like a good time to have left on the timer? Was it like 6:30 something? Was like insane.
Yeah, yeah. I got a 6:34 or 6:31 in this turning once and popped off.
Yeah.
I think I won't tell you till both runners are done, but then I'll tell you what the best one in the tournament's been so far. Well, somebody in chat just ruined it. Don't look at chat.
Okay. Understood. I'll leave that alone for a bit then.
At least until both runners are done, so as to see if they get a really good one.
Oh man, this sucks.
Fair.
Oh, that traffic just screwed Kelvin over.
Good to see some things don't change.
So cool.
Yeah,
Traffic
traffic can still be a
absolutely
thing.
like ruining a good sell. It's at here 6:43.
Light.
Again, what I would have given to get that.
I might have given a kidney, to be honest. Critch is in a rough spot right now. Yeah, he got a 6:43, and I bet you Kelvin's not happy with it.
Well done.
Alright, going for the ESS into the cutscene skip.
That's not allowed. You can't do things like that.
There we go. And then the ESS. Insane.
That's. I'm gonna assume that most of this is probably just like little optimizations that have just added up over the years that I've just not been aware of.
Oh, the last mission in this level is a big change, and it'll blow your mind.
My car is now
Home.
Guaranteed.
Back in my day.
So
I mean, that's
just,
what most of my commentary is gonna be. It's like, oh, I remember whenever, like, I don't know, whenever traffic car was like first discovered to be incredibly good for office space. That blew everyone's mind.
Remember when Croc first found the way to car bomb him? And none of
Oh,
us
yeah,
knew
yeah.
why he was able to do that because you got a wrench on your way there?
Yeah.
You just ground pound the car before you get into it, apparently. Unless I'm dumb.
Of course,
that's how
a
it
very
works.
reasonable thing that you would do in normal
Yeah,
gameplay.
Just ground pound the car. Now all of a sudden, it has a lot less damage.
I really feel for Critch right now. I've been in that position before.
Yep. I've been in that position in this tournament before. He's getting really unfortunate bounces off of
Yeah.
this. That worked.
That was
okay.
a very good recovery, though.
Yeah. That was kind of insane.
Yeah, that's it. Keeps like all of the cars keep turning around.
Yeah, in a perfect world, you want to get that much of a hit, but it still goes like it's still facing you straight. 635 is
635
incredible.
with that performance. Like, yeah.
So somebody said it in chat. The highest this time on destruction I think we've had in the tournament is a 653. Yeah, just makes you want to vomit in your mouth a bit, huh?
That like 630 would have been absolutely like unheard of whenever I was running.
Oh no, I think somebody can go back and look at it. Look at the tapes. At one point, I had the third best ever Cella's time in this tournament, and I think one of mine was a 645. was kind of cracked. And then I saw somebody got like a 653, and I was like, what's the point?
Sweet forward momentum.
So I'm
It's
not
actually,
sure if
like I
Kelvin...
thought someone was memeing whenever they said hit and run strat.
No,
I guess
that's
that
not.
actually
So,
is a thing.
yeah, so I didn't know if he actually got the box. I didn't see, but you get hit and run there at a specific point to where the cops spawn on the beach and they'll hit one of the boxes for you while you're driving.
See, I'm like, that makes sense, because there are plenty of times that I've accidentally had a hit and run at that point, and
Yeah.
it gets the
Hey,
box.
we've just
You
turned
just
that
try
into
and
a
make that happen deliberately now, I guess.
Yeah, that's just a strat now. That's more of a top level runner thing, I think. I don't think most of the runners go for that, but a lot of the top level ones go for that.
Well, I mean, I suppose, like, high risk, high reward. You receive,
Yeah.
what, 30 coins if they get the box, you lose 50 if you get busted, and some time.
Yeah. Oh, Tim's, I can't wait for Marge route. Picker just taught me the new Marge route not too long ago, so I can explain it to Nostalgia pretty well, hopefully. So you'll see Critch do it. Oh no, he's not going to do it. Okay. He does what I used to do, which is just run to the phone booth. But you can do the same thing you did at the end of 1-6, where you just walk in front of the comic book store door and mission select to skip the panning.
Hmm. That's it's been so long that I genuinely couldn't even tell you what we used to do there. If you mission warped
we
or
would
if you
always
didn't.
just run. Yeah, I thought it was either run or mission warp and take the fade in time.
Yeah.
Or the pan in time.
I'm sure that I probably just mission warped. It feels like a very, like, I can't be bothered running the whole way kind of thing from me.
Yeah.
Even if
Kelvin
it
going over
was
the
slower,
rock.
I'd be like, I'm just gonna take the hit. I'm glad to see that getting stuck on the rocks in the school bus is still a thing.
Yeah.
Optimal strat.
That's what I do. I was surprised Kelvin did it. Most people use the traffic car to go over the rocks and try to push Otto over the rocks at the same time.
Well, that's kind of nutty. Can't do that. That's not allowed.
Yeah, that's why I was very happy to see Kelvin get in the school bus and just go over the rocks that way. Oh, he did do Bulmer's Warp. Yeah, I didn't even realize. So if you park your traffic car by the river and your character falls into it, you spawn in front of Otto.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, it's dumb. I love it, and I don't know how much time it saves. That's all I'm gonna give you.
Fair.
I think I explained it right too. Hellfish, I don't think has changed a bit since you last ran.
Yes. This looks familiar.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever find a faster way to do these 3 cars, to be honest.
That's like I always loved getting like an optimal Hellfish. It just
Oh yeah,
felt
I don't know
so
what that
good.
feels like. I don't know what that feels like. This 3rd car, I can never get.
Yeah, I would love to say that I was consistent at it, but I definitely was not.
Critch, no. Why is he driving out? Oh, this is gonna be slow, but he'll still get the strat.
Oh, I love it whenever Cletus decides to turn around.
Yeah, when he decides I don't want to be here anymore, but then like halfway through he's like, wait, I do want to be here. I just don't want to be here fast. So, cool manip Kelvin's gonna do here. I don't do this because I'm bad at the game. I just stay behind Snake and pray he drops it early.
I think I like tried to do this at the time, and I decided it was kind of, if it's the one I'm thinking of anyway, I decided it's kind of scary. Yeah.
Yeah, this is very scary. I hate
Although
doing it.
I remember the setup was like you would respawn your car from where you get Cletus stuck, and you would be in front of Snake, and you just have to hope that he would crash into the back of you.
Yeah.
If he didn't, then it was just game over.
If you're
lose
fast,
6
you could
minutes.
just yeah, it's incredible. That's why I just stay behind him, stay far enough behind him, and just hope he drops it.
Yeah, because that's like the time loss for him dropping it late is what, like maybe 30 seconds if it's like a really bad one.
Yeah.
Versus
do
like
that
just
and
getting
miss it-
completely shafted.
Yeah. Oh. There's no change to fishy deals, obviously. That would be crazy if just like they just went out of bounds right now and blew your mind.
Chief Wiggum.
Yeah.
Hello, Springfield.
Honestly,
There
I
was an
would be
out of
like, yeah,
bounds.
fair enough. I'd be like,
And
why
then-
didn't we think of that?
Yeah, right. There is an out of bounds in that you can technically do in 3-1, but it's not really RTA viable. Even though Kelvin was practicing it, and I thought he might have done it. Oh yeah, of course, Bulmers. Kelvin's gonna do new donut fire. I tried this 2 out of 3 races in this tournament and missed it both times, so it's crazy.
Yeah, things just aren't going Critch's way, it would seem.
Yeah, Critch is having a rough go at this early game. So when Kelvin gets into this next mission, you might see something a bit crazy. Oh, that's just a bad bounce. There's definitely something I think Critch did wrong there, but I couldn't tell what it was. He still saved that pretty well.
Yeah, that's a recovery of dreams, I would say.
Yeah. Third sedan, please. There we go. Okay, I just took notes on how Critch did that, and I think I'll be fine. Alright, here we go, Kelvin. Let's blow Nostalgia's mind really quick. Unless you've already seen this, in which case I'm gonna be sad. So he's gonna do it in Malibu Stacy.
That's already wild.
Most people do the strat in Mr. Plow, but if you're very, very good, you can do it in Malibu Stacy. You push him right here, get out,
Okay.
Can you please pick me
switch to Mr. Plow, and he's one hit.
What? What do you mean you can do that?
So if you line him up to where the car spawns out of the phone booth, you can spawn the car inside of the limo and just bring it to one hit.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah, and then boat jump out of that instead of doing
Yeah.
boat jump later in the run. I mean, earlier in the level.
Fair.
And Crit just doing the setup you were talking about with the car reset.
This reminds me of when I...
Nice.
Yeah, like I just remembered my success rate for that setup was maybe 20%.
Oh yeah, my success rate is 0. I don't think I've ever gotten that. That 3-7's a cool strat though. I remember when it was first found, I was really good at it, and then everybody else got good, and then I was no longer good at it.
That's a neat setup
Early
for
neighbors.
getting the 2 wasps. I like that.
Yeah. So the wasp route here is kind of crazy. And Kelvin's gonna he's gonna get that bend now. And then he's gonna go up here. And try
Okay.
to get quick Mart Wasp before the car gets all the way there.
Interesting.
So now he's gonna do this cool donut fire, hopefully. Spin around like this, hit him like that, push him in here.
Oh,
And then if you reverse quick enough,
you can get him
he'll
caught
get
there.
stuck. Yeah.
That's... I'm sure it's probably not much easier than the other
No,
one.
that's-
Probably
that's-
harder.
that's harder than the other one. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
That's the other one just sucked because it was quite inconsistent. That's what I always... Well, that was my cope. Whenever I failed it, it's like, oh, it's just a very inconsistent trick, clearly. Okay, and then you... Yeah, okay, so you're set up
Yeah.
to, like, drive
Early
earlier
in
now.
it. Yeah.
Valid. So I can understand how that saves a lot of time.
Yeah, it's just the hardest part isn't even pushing the donut truck into that spot. It's reversing at a well enough time and not reversing too much to where he gets
Yeah.
out. That's the hard part of that, is getting him actually stuck on the donut shop. Pushing him in there is easy.
Yeah, having, like, tried to get backups for, like, destruction missions similar to that before, I can tell you that it's not a fun experience trying to, like, run the calculations on how you're meant to play that.
Yeah,
So, like, the fact that that's now just an intended part of the route, it's kind of scary to me.
that's another, like, I would say top runner only thing, is
Yeah,
that
fair.
donut truck setup. I'm almost sure Critch is just going to do regular donut fire.
Fair.
Critch, on the other hand, will do 3-7 and Mr. Plow instead.
Okay.
It's a lot easier to push this limo with Mr. Plow than it is with Malibu Stacy.
I just remember we'd been labbing like how to get a really fast and consistent one of these in 3.7 for years. Like it was just one of those things that like you would marginally increase.
I forget who finally found this. I want to say Liquid, but I might be wrong.
Hook me up with some wheels, man. I know.
Okay, let's switch into the Malibu Stacy card. Going
I'm
through
not
here,
gonna talk about,
I genuinely could not have told you that there was a shortcut through there.
yeah, we literally do that if he drops it early enough, just for that crusty glass coins.
I hope those are recycled.
That's wild. That's it. Every day's a school day. I didn't even know that was part of the map.
Oh, the only reason I knew that was part of the map is because when we did the randomizer tournament, I had a fire truck for this follow mission. Like the follow car was a fire truck, and he went through that shortcut on me.
Interesting.
And I was pissed. He just got stuck in the front yard and kept hitting the wall. Also, because unless I'm tripping, one of the bingo squares back in the day used to be jump into that pool as Homer casual.
It could well have been. I've maybe done like 2 games of bingo ever.
Wait, what did I miss on Critches? Why does he already have early inmate?
Aw.
Am I dumb? Did he fail? To flex on the haters? Of course, yeah. He's also going for Quickie Mart Wasp here. I should start implementing that. That's actually kind of genius. But you miss out on the vend by the fire truck.
Do you ever get that, or is it just like being
No, there's no other
out?
spot to get it, yeah.
That's
I just
fair.
thought about that. There's no spot to get that.
Yes, here's a little bit of home comforts for me.
Yeah, that's regular donut fire, not the insane cracked one.
Because I remember whenever this was first found, it was like revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you mean we don't have to just chase after this donut truck for 6 years?
What do you mean I don't have to wait for him to reverse for an hour because I'm parked in front of him?
Mm. Yeah, from what I've seen of this catch-up logic, it seems fairly standard to my eyes.
Yeah, I don't know if Kelvin just does a different route than most people, but I don't think he got the left chessboard wasp, which is kind of weird.
Hmm.
I thought you usually get it in this mission.
Yeah. Because I remember it being just like something to do with the pickup truck's hitbox made it like quite handy to get that.
Yeah,
But I don't know, maybe I'm just
wasp,
insane.
wasp route wise, it works out because it'll be the last one that has collision.
I'll do my best. I hope this car doesn't stink too bad.
So, Kelvin's doing the new route here. The old route used to be at the end of catch-up logic, you would run to the phone booth past Gil and switch to Malibu Stacy.
Yeah.
And then do Malibu Stacy because it's a slightly faster car, I think.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's going for Bush Strat with Canyon Arrow during this mission instead to get that box. So he doesn't have to get it during the Colacan mission.
Yeah, I vaguely remember seeing probably Liquid do that. That was probably like right at the tail end of whenever I was actually still watching this game.
I'm happy Malibu Bush Strat is a myth. Oh, he's also going to go through the pool. Let's go, Critch. So he wants to hit this on the left side of the ramp. It has something to do with spawning certain wasps, so other ones have collision. I'm not going to get too much into it because it's quite confusing.
Mm.
So this one behind the school should have collision? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, like I said, the actual smart people that wrote this game finally have done some wild stuff to it when it comes to the wasps.
Yeah, so like as soon as like wasp collision was discovered to be a thing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave whoever knows how that works to figure out how you're meant to root this game anymore.
So now he's gonna switch to Malibu Stacy, and he's gonna hold this ESS the entire time until or 6, so you can skip the pin in.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's gonna hold it through the entire cutscene. I know I made that sound difficult, but it's really not. You just don't hit a button.
Yeah. Yeah, so like that was another one of those things that is whenever it was found, I was like, okay, I've been told how to do this, I just don't really understand it, so I'm just gonna like leave it at that.
I didn't
like,
understand it.
I know how to do it, and that's all I need to know.
I understood it a lot more once I switched my button layout, and then I was like, oh, that makes sense. I just don't hit this specific button because it's linked to my enter button, but not my jump button. Whereas before, jump and enter were linked to the same button. That's why I would always lose it. And once I switched my button inputs, ESS is actually free to not lose.
Fair.
It's super simple. You just pick a car to the phone booth, and during the pan and hit the camera change button. That's it. You have an ESS now. Oh. So we get my least favorite cutscene in the game in a second.
For all these years, still a mainstay of the run.
Yeah. Still have
Let's
not found a way
go.
to skip it. We would have blown your frickin' mind if we skipped this.
No, genuinely, like if we had found like these in-mission cutscene skips, then I genuinely would be like, I don't know what this game is anymore.
Right?
That's it. It was like this and sexy footage were always like the holy grail of like skips to find for this game.
Yeah.
I dread to think how many collective hours this community has put into trying to find a skip for them.
Yeah, like, I remember one time I was like, oh, maybe if we store the Larry the Looter cutscene and play it over sexy footage, then it'll still be shorter than watching sexy footage.
Yeah.
Okay. It was so long ago that I'll have to describe it in sepia tone. Well, as I recall, it was sort of a cosmic kind of thing, shaped kind of like a planet with an old-fashioned radio antenna coming off it.
Look out for 5-5. Yeah, that's another one that'll be cool for you, nostalgia.
That sounds awfully familiar.
Okay.
The strat Kelvin's gonna try to do is really tough though.
Maybe that will jog Bart's memory.
I don't think anything changes in these next 2 missions. It's just collect cola and destroy the trucks. I think the truck destruction is still the exact same.
Yeah.
Having 3 kids really.
Critch is also doing the Canyon Arrow route. Dang. Maybe I'm just bad at this game. Restart mission, because on PC it's slightly faster. Oh yeah, does Kelvin do walking on air in this mission? Crazy.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this and was like, what? What do you mean that's how that works? Because I probably just saw it with no context in the middle of a run one time, and it's like, huh? You can just do that?
It's a legitimate strat for 100%, and it's annoying to do in my opinion, because you gotta set up your buttons in a certain way so you can hit like 4 of them at the same time.
That was like the bane of my existence for any game that I tried to run, where it's like, oh yeah, you've got to do like all these specific inputs at the same time, or whatever. I'm like, I can process maybe 3 inputs in a 5-second span.
Yeah, that's why I liked this game back in the day, because it was just like drive, hit thing, hope it worked.
Who's selling cola? I have to go to the bathroom. Who? Dad. Marge Simpson.
I don't think anybody's got 2-cycled in this tournament, right, chat?
Do my best.
Because I think for the most part we know how to prevent it.
Give me a little refresh on what the theory behind that was for how to stop it.
IGTP did twice? Damn. I think it's around the 7th or 8th drop. You just gotta lay back a fair bit.
Oh yeah, you let him have a little room. Yeah. Yeah, because it was like to do with the rubber banding or something.
Yeah, I can't remember like specifics, but yeah, if as long as you hold back around 6th or 7th, or 7th or 8th, I can't remember, you should, in theory, never get 2 cycled.
Yeah, because that's like obviously we wouldn't have known that back whenever I started running the game. So it was like you're basically doing the opposite of that. We were always trying to push the car to go faster, which is probably meaning that we're pushing up towards like a coin toss odds for getting 2 cycled.
I always like this second truck when it's done well. Bam.
Oh yeah. That's I always was like, I'll happily get him like on the other side of that little pillar.
Yeah.
I was always like happy enough if I got that, but obviously if you get him in the corner, it was like, oh, I'm great at this game.
The way the Wasp route works now, that one's a freebie.
Yeah.
Instead of having to get out of the car.
See, this is one of those things where it's like, it must be great to actually understand how these Wasps work now. Whereas before it was just like, you kind of just went for it and hoped that it worked, and sometimes it didn't, and you never really knew why.
Exactly. That was a beautiful third truck. Yeah, it's gonna explode. That was crazy good. Alright, so second we start Apu, you're gonna see what I mean about the Wasp rope being crazy and the pause on pause. So there's a Wasp
like
right
start of
at the
Apu was always just a crapshoot whenever I was running. Then it was just like
I just hit whatever I see.
every Wasp.
Yeah, I just hit whatever I see on my way to the mission, and it's like, all right, there's my coins now. So right at the beginning of Apu, the Wasp that's closest to you on the sit and rotate is a guaranteed freebie every time if you do it the way Kelvin's gonna do it.
Okay.
I am a lean, mean, Vindaloo machine.
Insane.
Bam. So all he did was he definitely does. If he did this without the application, he's a god. But he'll have that red square application up, and when the red square hits the bottom right corner, that's when he gets into his car and drives straight, and he should hit that every time. That's why you saw him pause on top of his car for a second.
Yeah.
I can see my house from here. Oh, Shiva smiles on such behavior. Oh, yeah. 300 horses of convenient power.
Exactly, Lexi. It'll be
I'm expecting like a Pan and Coec level explanation. If it's not talking about parallel universes, I don't want to hear it.
Hurry up or my arranged bride will chastise me. What? I feel like a Brahmin. Oh, I had better hurry. Last time I left this store, hoodlums put pornography in the Vital magazine.
But I think Critch is going for this Wasp because his coins are low. That is a fact, Tim. Oh, that's another one. Speaking of made by kindergartners, I'm assuming you know about the baby van AI.
Yeah.
How absolutely zonked it is.
Yeah. That's
So,
I remember looking into that way back when, like just seeing the little like comments in the code where it's just like, oh yeah, we made it this because he needs to drive like an idiot or whatever the comment that the devs put in. I was like, you're so right.
So we have a pretty consistent strat for Baby Van now, and it's basically the new game plus method.
Okay.
But instead of using the hearse, we're going to use Carville for Homer, obviously.
Yeah.
This is not good for my insurance. What the hell were you thinking, son?
Yeah, I always loved how inconsistent Baby Van was.
Oh, same.
Just
I used
sometimes,
to just
like
go
the
for it.
random times, it would decide that it was going to drive completely normally.
I actually, especially if you don't get a strat, I always liked it better when it drive like an idiot. Because it was
Oh yeah,
easier, as long as you predicted it, you could get like 3 hits before it could move like a foot, because it kept doing turns for no reason.
that's it. It always threw me off so much whenever it would drive normally. Because it's
Yeah,
like, well, what am I meant to do here? Other than try and trap it somewhere.
yeah, exactly. Because it actually drives really fast if it drives normally. So, this mission's the same, obviously. It's like a 30-second mission. I think I'm the only idiot that goes for gazebo here, so I don't think Kelvin's gonna do it. That reset's been there for a while, Bean. I'm pretty sure Nostalgia knew about that.
Yeah. I do remember the conflicting opinions on what was the best way to do this mission. If it was like the reset or if you were to go for gazebo or whatever. Many schools of thought at the time. I think I
So
was always
Kelvin's
like a
gonna.
just sort of gun it and see what happens kind of enjoyer.
So he warped to 4-1 because it works the same as a main menu warp,
Yeah.
and then he's gonna drive down here, pick up car built for Homer,
Could I possibly get a ride? Hopefully my
and
store will not be robbed more
go
than
for New
4
Game
times
Plus.
while I am driving around today.
Beautiful.
Again, just wild the fact that that like works
Yeah.
with car built for Homer. Like I remember
Yeah.
being kind of insane to do in the hearse. Never mind in this.
Oh yeah. As somebody who's practiced this a bunch, because Ticker tried to teach me this route, that is a lot harder than Kelvin made that look.
Quickly! I have brought glory to the name of Nahasa Pima Petalon. 3. Hello, Pima?
Critch did not. I don't think Critch had the 20 red square up because he did not get that wasp. So the reason he did essentially a main menu warp there is he's gonna pause there.
Or
and wait
this.
there. Yeah, get that one as a freebie. He tried to pause on pause it, so maybe he did. True. The school of thought is, though, as long as you get into your car when the red square is on the bottom right, you shouldn't have to pause on pause. So maybe he just forgot about the first step and tried to back it up. I don't know. Missed the vending machine? Oh, no, he didn't. Maybe he did? I don't know. Guess that wasp? No, this is the insane part, okay? If Kelvin gets this, I'll pop off, because this is actually really hard. So he's going to go up here, let his car fall down so he gets jump zone.
Okay, yeah. I feel like I have heard about that before. At least the
And,
concept of doing jump zone abuse.
Yeah, and the reason he wants jump zone here is so he can be fast enough to stay ahead of Chief Wiggum for a bit.
Okay.
And then he's going to go this way.
That's not allowed, you can't do that.
And bam, nailed it. Yeah. So you have to do it
Yeah, so
twice,
like
or
he
else
tries
he'll
to
try
fight
get out.
against you there.
Yeah, and now he'll just take the shortcut, and this mission's way shorter now.
And you don't have to worry to get about getting absolutely bodied by all the vans and ambulances coming the other way.
Yeah. The only part that's, well, other than that trick actually being really hard, is that you have to do the rest of the driving with jump zone car built for Homer.
I'm sure that's fun.
Quite annoying. But
Okay,
that
I've
was
been
so
promised
clean.
big things for this.
Oh, 5-5. See, 5-5 I thought was the Wiggum push. But I'm trying to remember what they're talking about here. I think they might have been trolling you.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think I can think of anything. There's a
Boo.
quick turnaround on the garbage truck, but that's not that new.
Y'all would take advantage of my naivety, not knowing anything about this game.
Took advantage of his gullible tendencies. Yeah. If you reset your car or pick up a wrench, it undoes jump zone.
Okay, well that's not too bad then, I guess. You're not lumbered with this forever.
Yeah. I'm glad I got you doing this race though, because Kelvin and Critch, I believe, are gonna do some pretty insane stuff in level 7.
Okay.
Okay, this is a different route. Maybe Kelvin does something I don't know about. I'm ready. He is doing it. Let's go. He's putting on a show.
Real.
People in chat saying he's doing it, but I don't know what he's about to do, so this could be news to me too. Oh, I think I know what he's gonna do. Yeah, this is insane if he does it. Are you ready? I don't believe he's gone up on the monorail yet, if that helps you figure out where we're going with this.
Oh, okay, yeah. Like, I probably should have caught that, realistically. Only when you mentioned it, I was like, oh, you're so right, actually, I never saw him go up in the monorail. Again, kind of wild to not do that first. Oh, okay. Huh.
Insane.
Yes.
I cannot believe he just did that in a tournament. Yeah, I vaguely remember that now that you said it, Tone Dog. Yeah, Tone Dog did that once, and I just yelled, "Tone Dog's on the roof!" So now he's gonna get an ESS here to switch back to Carville for Homer and drive back.
Sure.
$1 million in the next life, I promise.
Insane. Kelvin is cooking right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Critch going for the New Game Plus Baby Van too. Oh, he got a weird bounce and had to back up too much, so...
I feel like that's kind of been the story of this run.
Yeah.
Like all the
Just
strats
getting
that are
the-
heavily reliant on getting a good bounce on the car.
Clean up in aisle 1.
I mean, there is an FPS difference between the two, but it's only 20 FPS, so there
Yeah,
shouldn't
so,
look
like-
that much of a difference.
Plan on doing that in the future. Get out of the way.
The one thing is, because they're both on very high FPS, is that you'll probably see both of them try to alt-tab to cutscene instead of just spam it for Apu.
Yeah, okay.
I am the victim of chicanery.
That's I remember finding that out at the time and being like, oh, that's game changing.
Yeah. So there's, I think, I literally looked down for a second, but I'm pretty sure Kelvin just warped to 4-1 again. If so, that's the first time that was implemented as a way to do a quicker main menu work.
One side, Roadhog dude.
So Armor Truck's the exact same.
Good karma.
There's
Yeah,
no
that's-
difference.
I certainly would love to see, like, a more efficient armored truck found sometime.
Yeah, just like somehow.
Like, that would just
bug
be,
it.
like, insane. If there would be, like the fact that this
Nice.
has been around since the dawn of time is just the
Yeah, right.
accepted way to do armored truck.
That's just always been the way to do it. The best part is he could do this a lot quicker because he doesn't have to worry about any wasps at the sit and rotate. So
Yes.
yeah, Lexi, you were commentating a race I did years ago when I did that on low FPS. Bet you
yeah.
don't remember it though.
I think I've seen that clip before, because he kind of just, like, gets, like, stuck in a wall or something. Or, like,
Yeah,
constantly
like, on
up
the
against it,
shortcut
and he
on
just
the
kills
highway.
himself
Yeah.
immediately.
The shortcut on the highway, he'll just grind himself against the wall and kill himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Lexi. You were literally commentating. That's the only reason I brought it up. If you run on low FPS Bean, it is not a bad idea to practice that as a backup.
Yeah. Fair.
Oh, Critch tried for it. The Wiggum push, you can tell because he has jump zone at the moment.
Yeah.
Bombs away. I've really
So there's a fast curator that you've probably seen. You want to get a good hit off the side of the curator right at the beginning, and he'll drive into the statue, and then you can just hit him from behind.
Yeah, I've probably seen this. I'll know in a minute anyway, whenever we get there, but...
The best curator of all time is still when Bill drove behind it and spawned on top of him and landed in a tree.
Oh, I
still the
love
best
that.
clip.
That was
That's
so
still
good.
my favorite clip ever.
That's I remember trying to lab that back, like, probably about 40 years ago, whenever that first happened. Like, trying to reproduce it. I think I maybe
Wasn't he,
had it
like, playing
happen
on
one
console?
time.
I can't. Wasn't he playing on console? I can't remember.
I don't know.
This car can take it.
I know he was on like an unequivocally low FPS for no reason. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Ouch, that hurt.
That's about how you want to do that. Can't get much faster.
Oh yeah.
That's I remember getting like the
Insane.
older fast curator strat. Like
Insane
I
that he just
found it
spammed
by
that cutscene.
accident. I think I was in a race with you actually, LP3.
No
When you found what?
Like
That?
the older one for curator where you get
Oh.
stuck on like the gazebo staircase.
Oh, true.
That's genuinely like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, I don't even remember that. That's crazy that you did that in a race against me. Was that the tournament where we had two teams?
I'll not lie, I don't even think I was in a tournament. I genuinely think that was just a random race from like
Oh, true.
2016 or something.
Oh yeah, because the tournament where we were on teams, I had to play Gibstack. I remember that.
Oh, no
Rich
board
getting
license
busted.
plate. Runs dead, reset.
Yeah, it's over for you, Kelvin. I mentioned it, and Beans mentioned it again in chat. Him mashing that cutscene on 200 FPS is such a gamer move. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, like, why would you do this to yourself?
Yeah, you can just alt tab. Like, it won't lose that much time. Relax.
That's I always used to hate doing the cutscene skips on anything higher than 60. I always just hated doing them in the first place, but like doing them on high FPS just always put the fear in me.
Barney, you got it.
I'm 16 extra coins at Globex is kind of wild.
Energy depleting. Need sugar.
Oh, I think I remember seeing this one time.
Yeah, this is another one of those.
Yeah, it's like, what,
only
what do you mean you can do that?
I may be wrong, but I think Axie found that.
Remember these being here before?
Or like Axie was very active in the Discord when people found that. I could have swore he found it.
It'll never beat just driving in there with the hover bike and Hundo.
Yeah. Oh. My favorite is Kiss of Death when you go to talk to that limo.
Oh yeah, you just get sent into next week.
Yeah. Critch's. What is happening to Critch's car? Honestly, Critch isn't having a terrible run either. Kelvin's just cooking.
Yeah, that's
Like,
like that's
who
it's
does
kind
that?
of an unfair kind of like
Who does
comparison
that?
to
Like,
make
this man-
between the two.
This man went down the staircase and purposely hit his back end off the wall so he spun around. Like, what are we doing?
This must be what the
Oh, let's go. The run's back.
That's totally awesome. Give it up for America's bad. Bart Simpson at your service.
So he's gonna wait to get into his car, because if he doesn't, Frank will hit one of those stumps on the right every time. So he wants like the pan in from him getting into the car to be at the exact time that Frank drives past that, so he doesn't hit it.
Interesting.
Just skip the vent at the
Jump to light.
beginning of this mission by the casino. Don't know why, but that seems like a pretty fast vent. I don't know why you don't just get it. I'm learning stuff from watching Kelvin too.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Woo, nice.
So we're gonna do something kind of cool at the end of this mission. I hope he does it. I didn't know that, B. That you're fairly sure the devs were aware of Kiss of Death. The coins you get in this mission make 6-3 a lot more interesting of a mission as the runner than it used to be.
Yeah, given the fact that it literally was just like try and find ways to entertain yourself while waiting for Frank to
Yeah.
do a lap. Like I was just to try and like perfectly park my car at the movie theater or whatever.
Try to get right in between the lines.
Yeah.
I used to just get out and kick Squeaky Boy's teeth as much as I could.
Whee! All right.
I think he. Oh, I thought he missed that.
Oh
round.
wow. That's that had to be close.
Yeah.
Oh.
He went for Flying Hamster Science Project, or whatever it's called. So he's gonna stand on top of his car, and it warps him onto the observatory at the end of the mission.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Don't know why that works.
Fine by me.
Things like that where I'm like, who thought to try this?
I didn't do it.
Exactly.
Like, how did that get found? That kind of like things like that.
This fast stuff truck, I don't think is super recent, so you've probably seen it.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, I didn't
we'll
know that
find
part,
out.
that you get fast iris wipes when you go into the observatory by doing that. Bacon found that. Bacon's a legend at this game, dude.
So glad to be of service.
Time to find out if this is any different to whenever I ran. Nope, that's that is
That's the same.
yeah.
This is too cool.
Remember back in the day when we used to do it from hitting his back end from the right side?
Oh,
That might have just been me.
okay. Yeah, I think that's that. Maybe I just didn't even catch that. I think that's probably what I was thinking of. I mean,
Yeah.
I personally preferred what is probably now the backup, which is to just get him at like the
Little
like,
doorway?
U-turn. Yeah.
I'll show this laser beam
Yeah,
investigation.
that's definitely still the backup.
Hello, drivers. Got a little principal ski.
Gets an ESS here, and I think he's gonna hold it until 6-7.
Not
Interesting.
the detailing.
I'll educate you a new one. Fire in the hole.
Gets an E-brake boost, so he can get a hit off
Yeah.
that statue. And then textbook gonna shove him
Yeah.
right in here.
Take that.
Surprisingly, Bart 2's had the least amount of change.
Time for some work.
To be fair, I feel like Part 2's always been like fairly well optimized.
Yeah, you might see something cool here if Kelvin's feeling risky and wants to go for it.
Your service.
But like the fastest way to do this mission is actually insane. I don't think he's gonna do it, but no, he's not. Okay.
I assume it involves leaving one of these to the end.
Yeah, like the one by that fish shack. You would leave that to the end. I don't even know if it's how much faster it is, but it's absolutely insane to do it.
Because I remember, like, this version of it, like, leaving those ones, wherever that is, like, on the boardwalk. Like, I remember
Yeah.
that, when it being introduced, and it was kind of wild.
Yeah, I remember it used to feel way harder than it does now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it definitely was, because it's like, you hit one thing, and
done
you're
so.
probably done.
But now, like, he's gonna get onto the boardwalk with like 25 seconds left.
Yeah. But again, like, whenever this was found, it was like, oh, that makes so much sense. Why didn't we think about that before?
Cool for school.
Because then it lines you up perfectly for doing then the jump to get back.
Or boat jump.
This is
Yeah, I
Bam.
mean, if you're insane, I guess you would do that, but
It's actually it becomes really risky if you don't get boat jump and set to kill, because then you have to try to go for it in 6-7 during the race,
oh yeah, true.
easy.
and that's you basically miss boat jump once in that race and you fail.
Yeah.
So his coins are good enough that he's not going to do Krusty Lou Studio, the other half of it,
Hmm.
Fine by me.
which is pretty nutty.
Wait, across like the other, like as in like the other studio in it.
No, when he did FMJ, it blew up half that room.
All mine.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't go back in there for the 2 boxes in a bin that didn't blow up.
Right.
Oh, he got it in 6-2.
Oh, wait,
I forgot.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
When he did that dumbass Globex jump.
Yeah. Well, that would make more sense as to why he wouldn't be doing that then.
Yeah.
Hey, you were supposed to
So hit the wall, so it spins you around and you're facing the right way.
Yeah, to get this. That makes it.
That feels so gratifying when you get that.
See,
It's
I
such a
always
win.
was a strong believer in do it the other direction from the start of the mission. Like, go the other direction. Problem
Yeah,
being,
backwards.
you have like a 5% chance that you just fail. Like, it is
For
an
no reason.
unwinnable race.
Yeah. Gonna get neighbors now. And his coins are
Makes
fine.
sense.
Yeah, it makes
Oh, yeah.
sense now that we're looking back at it that it's faster because you have to go back this way to buy the zombie car anyways.
I know. Board.
Obviously 7-1 has not changed.
Yeah. Although there are just like certain missions where it's like it would take something absolutely revolutionary to make
Yeah.
the mission be different in any way.
7-2 is where it might start getting insane, depending on how much you know about level 7.
I'm driving here.
See, that's it. At least I was like around for the like initial like level 7 out of bounds strats.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sure
think you're
there's
gonna be
probably
seeing
been
much else.
development since then.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be seeing much of the original out of bounds.
Yeah. It's fair. They were very annoying. Not to say that they're probably going to get any easier with the newer strats, but
Let me just say, this new strat Kelvin's going to do, at least I believe it would be new to you, is only possible on high FPS. So if he does this correctly, there won't be a 7-3 where you climb up the wall. That's not a thing.
okay.
Obviously, neither runner is going to do bridge clip because you need 60 FPS.
Out of control.
Oh yeah. Like this, I think this is the exact reason why I decided I wasn't running that high FPS. Was the prospect of having to do like this out of bounds.
I still do 7-3 because I suck at this trick that Kelvin's about to do.
It's harder than it is.
A lot of people are good at this trick. I think this trick sucks and it's really hard.
Mark did it.
Oh, I thought he wasn't even going to line it up. I was like, he's
Yeah,
insane.
I also thought that for a second. I was like, what do you mean you're not going to line this up?
Insane.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing that at the time, and I was like, well, I think I maybe tried it for like 20 minutes. And I just
It's
went,
funny.
nope, I'm good.
It's funny because you need like high FPS to do this. Like 150 FPS, this is almost impossible to do.
Yeah.
Dining.
500 FPS with the tractor.
Insane.
Board of this place. King of...
I'm glad
Let's do this thing.
As my opponent for the next round in the tournament, Tilbert, I'm gonna need you to run at 500 FPS with the tractor, please.
nice
Yeah, the ground pound he did on the zombie car has a purpose.
tractor beam.
Boy, talk about...
I miss what Critch did, Bulmers. I'm gonna be honest.
Same.
I need to find... Piece of cake.
Yes. Armored
So we're
truck.
restarting mission.
Crashing time.
Yeah.
He's gonna switch to zombie car.
I need your help. My car is, sleeping.
Don't know why he switched to school bus.
Gosh.
He did the ground pound so that the
Was
car has
this
full
still
health
a
again.
thing?
This is a thing for people who are good at the game.
The sessions are...
Like Kelvin. That's gonna work.
Yeah. insane.
It's not even that Critch is playing super poorly. It's that Kelvin's kind of cooking right now. I say kind of cooking. The man has like 2 missions left, and it's at a 114. All right, FMJ for Critch.
Ooh, that's a strong first hit.
That was juicy. Textbook. And then the E-brake boost into it. Tim's would be proud of that, FMJ, I'm gonna be real.
Ouch! My bikini zone's chafing.
Alright, so this is possibly the hardest trick. This sucks. Kelvin's insane. That is actually so hard to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Usually, most people who do that, they would have to get out of their car and back into it to, like, re-level out zombie cars somehow. But he did it so good the first time that he could just drive right up, unless I missed him get out of his car. I don't think he did.
Nah, I didn't. Actually insane.
That was insane. So now, he didn't, yeah. Okay, I thought so. So he just did it so well that he didn't have to get out of his car to, like, readjust the height of the zombie car. So, 7.7 has changed since you last seen it. And 7.6, when you watch a top runner do it, is a little bit more insane.
Yeah.
The beginning's going to be the same. It's just jump zone, the yeet. But what he's going to do on the way back is kind of nuts. It's really hard, too. I've failed the mission a couple times trying it, but it's way faster. Nostalgia knows the yeet, I would assume.
Yeah.
No lineup yeet? Insane?
That's messed up.
You need to chill out, Kelvin. Okay, so now he's going to position his car so 3 tires are on the ground and 1's up, which allows him to do this.
Yeah, I feel like this was another one of those things where, like, I've seen this be done, but, like, never had any explanation for any of it. It was just like, okay, I guess you can just do that.
Yeah, and now this one's going to be cool. So he's going to position himself near these green arrows, line himself up, drive forward, get out of his car, get back in, reverse to start the race, and then drive in a specific route out of this area. I don't know if you've noticed, but doing that he got jump zone.
Yeah.
And he drove a specific way out so that he didn't lose jump zone. And now he's going to drive here, finish the race. And then, because he has a jump zone, he can just drive.
I guess you just kind of do that. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember that being the thing, like, where, like, it was fine getting to the waist in 7.7, but then, like, doing it back the way out of bounds, I never knew how you were meant to do that. Also, the fact that you can start the race from out of bounds, or not the race, the getaway. I think that was maybe the wall that we hit at the time, where it was like, okay, but, like, how do you do the rest of it while still out of bounds?
That was an insane run. A sub 119 is insane.
What on earth, like?
So I remember back in the day, the way you used to do that is you would pick up the waist and bounce off the back wall so that you drove up the wall, and then you'd have to get out and keep kicking Grandpa until you got cops, and then the cops would push the waist out of bounds.
Yeah.
And that used to be the way. And then once they found out you could get jump zone while you're out of bounds in 7.7, that became the way. Alright, time to watch Critch finish out strong. I believe he's going to go for most of the same strats that Kelvin did.
I am excelente. In your face. Woohoo! Take that. Looks harder than it is.
Kelvin's an animal. This guy was like, oh, that was alright. I hate it here.
Hey, you. Let's do this thing.
We're gonna see another 7-2, I believe.
Woohoo! Let's roll. Eat my dust.
Okay.
This is unusual.
Critch just flexing a bit. I don't. He did this last race. I missed his last race then because I don't know what's happening right now. Just a little bit of trolling.
Bart did it.
Oh, did he get jump zone by doing that?
Yeah.
That's wild. I didn't even notice he had jump zone.
Oh,
Let's do this thing.
damn. You do hate to see it.
That's the only good thing about 7-2 jump zone. Well, 7-2 yeet is that if you miss it, it's just a car reset and do the mission normally.
Yeah.
On the bright side, we're gonna see why 7-3 sucks on high FPS.
Speed thingy.
Oh, that's kind of a problem.
Oh,
Never mind. Never mind. That's
But I'm bored of
okay.
this
It's
level.
faster to mission select here.
yeah.
And
Valid.
we're 7-3 now. We get to see all of
I'm
level
glad
7 in one race.
Piece of cake. Okay.
Doesn't this just give you PTSD?
Ow, with the hurt.
See, because I played on 60 FPS, this was like infinitely easier.
Yeah. Oh, bro. It's the one reason. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
It's the one reason I miss 60 FPS is this goddamn trick.
That's it. It was like the only annoying thing about doing level 7 on 60 FPS was having to do bridge clip.
I actually love bridge clip as opposed to jump zone. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's definitely preferable to doing the yeet, like, but I
Oh,
still
come on,
hated it.
Do you do better?
Oh, this is rough. I hate it. I hate it. If he
Wait,
brings
hold
this
on there.
back, I'm losing
Hold
my
on
mind. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's crashing time.
That's my least favorite part, and I'm pretty sure that's only a high FPS thing, is that sometimes when you're trying to get out of that roof, you'll just randomly start
Oh, yeah.
spinning sideways, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Ah, this car sure can take a beating.
Plus, whenever I was doing
Sometimes.
this on like high FPS, there was like a 50-50 chance that I would just blow up the waist anytime I hit that.
True.
As opposed to
Yeah.
60, where it was like I maybe blew up the waist once.
The thing I hate the most is when you get the initial bounce and start climbing the wall, this one cage right here could just
Oh, yeah,
cut
just
it to him 3 times.
Floors you like.
Yeah, every time you're climbing up that wall really slow, I'm like, oh, okay, the cage is just gonna ruin my day. It's alright.
Yeah.
He needs to get it here, or else his car will blow up. His car might blow up when he
Might
lands
blow up
anyway.
anyway. Come on.
That's happened to me twice, Tilbert. I hate that. When you're like in this situation Critch is in, and then physics just say no and fling you off the wall.
That's rough. That's real rough.
I don't know exactly why, but I'm pretty sure 60 FPS doesn't have a problem with where you go through the roof. Whereas high FPS, if you go too far to the left going through the roof, you'll get stuck.
Yeah, I mean, I have no facts to back this up, but I think you're right.
Have a good.
I think it has something to do with the room that's above this area is like spawned in high FPS and it's not in low FPS. I don't know. Yeah, beauty.
Let's go, first time.
After first try. Easy every time. Are you just gonna do the whole thing backwards? Okay.
I know, a wild concept, to be fair.
It was clean, Lexi, but I think you would have preferred getting the sloppy one first try.
Nice alien craft. Now to just get out of the path of the tractor beam.
What are we doing, Critch? I feel it.
Talk about thinning the nerd.
I forgot you don't need to run all the way to the school when you're good at the game and you just do the zombie car in the backyard.
Do this thing.
Lexi, relax.
Piece of cake.
You know what I meant. It's not like that.
Can you come and get me? I'll pay you in back, Rob. I blame society.
This chat is at my neck right now, and I don't like it.
Forever. Ooh, the vibrations tickling my feet.
What the heck is that emote? Oh. Can somebody time out Kane for as long as this race is going to be?
Let's go.
Ow, my head!
We are in there.
Uh-oh, it's that black car again. Ooh, it has the speed of a stuff boss, combined with the tenacity of a level
I'll do it right now, Tim. Don't tempt me. I mean, Kane. Sorry, I just think every American's the same person.
Wow, I need a disco nap. Oh, that was too easy.
Let's go, Towson. Way to be.
Huge.
Ooh, it's crashing time!
Why'd you just post Drake? Oh. Relax, Tim. So
That's a certified 7-4 or 7-5 classic.
yeah, he's gonna kick it onto his car.
Yeah, just like, you know, perfectly normal things.
Oh,
Ah.
I was gonna say Kelvin. He can get back in. Look, he did it. He's gonna have to try it again. Jesus.
Hmm.
Sweet!
The Critch lineup goaded.
Right, at least I'm getting to see some, like, alternative strats.
Eat my dust!
Clearly just doing this for the lore.
Yeah. At least we get to see that this trick's like actually really hard. Yes, we did, Kelvin. It took me until the 4-drop route for me to realize what you were gonna do.
I'm a lean, mean.
I mean, I'm still in awe of the fact that that's physically possible.
Oh,
He just really
This is
doesn't
nice.
want to give you the
Thing.
yeah,
bikes on
Critch
this
is
one.
having a rough time.
This run really has just been completely shafted by the physics engine.
And the thing that sucks in Critch's position is he would have to do it inbounds. That's his only backup. Because he doesn't have a car parked out of bounds for the way
Yeah.
the slower out of bounds is done.
Eat my dust!
So he literally just has to stay here until he finishes it or do it inbounds.
Let's do this thing! I'm a lean, mean.
Yeah, Globex out of bounds. I would
the
reckon.
Lobex out of bounds.
Oh, you don't know about that?
I possibly did at one point, but
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say Globex Out of Bounds is debatably harder than Zombie Cars, so...
Eat my dust.
He's just doing it inbounds. Just wants to get the run done, I feel that.
Mistakes were
Yeah,
made.
that's so valid.
Can't you see I'm driving here?
Oh yeah, you will, Guff. You just gotta believe.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Alright, well. There goes that.
There's an old classic there.
You could also go back to
Respawn the
Mark.
cars, and there's one right in front of you.
That's a certified shower moment if I've ever seen it.
Never. Run. Again.
On the bright side, he gets to try this again.
I broke something.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably why I was just like, nah, high FPS is just not a vibe. Because I'd see
Yeah.
things like this, and I'm just like, yeah, that's just not doable.
Lex, you
Whenever it
heard
just
me.
like freaks out, and it's like, yeah, no, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that I can literally play the rest of the game faster on high FPS, I would do low FPS just for level 7. Low
I can't believe we
out of
ruled that you
bounds.
can't change your FPS mid-run. What a bad decision from us, clearly.
Yeah, didn't that get changed? Isn't variable FPS a thing now?
Is it?
I think it is.
It's
Yeah,
nutty.
PC unrestricted is now a thing.
Huh.
Obviously, this whole tournament's in restricted because
Eat my dust.
that makes more sense.
Let's do this thing.
We don't talk
Speaking
about.
of other
Yeah, we
leaderboard splits, remember, whatever you call it? What was that trick? Time skip.
Yeah. That's the reason I don't play any percent.
It was like that when I got here.
I can't even do the alt tab to
Eat my
skip the mission complete in level 7. I'm definitely not doing no time skip.
My car is gone, and the ashtray was full of. Wow. It's crashing time.
Alright, here we go.
Now it's time for a good mission.
Sweet acceleration.
Oh, I missed it by a bit. Take 2.
This town is going to pay.
There we go.
for this.
Critch is just having a rough time.
Yeah.
Like, even leading into this level, he was just losing
Getting first
little bits of time on dumb stuff.
Outside of Homer 1.
I'm not saying it's not fun, Kelvin. My brain just can't wrap around how to do time skip efficiently. I'm gonna be real, doing the lineup for that and getting out of your car in first person was such a flex. I would not be able to know where my car is lined up.
Levels of gameplay I could never hope to match.
Yeah.
Even
Easy.
doing this in first person is kind of wild to me.
Everybody keeps telling me it's easier, and I'm like, nah. Third person.
There ain't no way. Surely not.
Yeah.
Hey, that's totally.
To be fair, I feel like the original lineup for the Yeet was like really like involved.
Side, Roadhog.
I can't see shit in first person,
Town is
Kelvin.
going to pay for this.
Maybe I'm just old. My eyes don't work no good anymore. Hilbert,
Yeah, I mean,
just
like-
for that comment, I'm gonna beat you in the race, alright?
So this is the thing, I just keep saying things without any like real reason to back any of this up. Because that's it, like I've touched this game in literally like 5 years.
And I hope that me bringing you on commentary to watch this did not make you want to play it again.
So I'm going straight back in the icebox, wake me up in the year 3000.
Yeah, I hope you weren't like, oh, this could be kind of fun, and then come back to it, because then I'll feel bad. Because that is good for nobody's mental health.
So true.
It's good to come back like every couple of years and be like, oh, people are good at this game. It's just not me, you know?
Yeah. That's I'm just gonna come back every like 5 years, do like one run for just just for the crack, and then just go away, disappear again.
Homer into Bush. Yep.
Yeah, literally.
This town is going
It's there somewhere, Chris. There you go.
Tickling my feet. Why me? Where'd you get that? Sweet.
Because he did it inbounds, he can't do jump zone 7-7, so he's just gonna have to do this inbounds.
Oh no, what a shame.
I'm hoping if he's a man of the people right now, he's gonna do the 7-7 return I talked about, where you get the cop cars to push the waist out of bounds. If he does that, he's a legend. Because it's wildly inconsistent, and I hate it. Crack a car out of it? Oh, yeah. If he does that, I'll pop off too, Kelvin. That's so dumb and so funny. Shouts out to Moleman, who's restreaming, who I believe found that. I hope he does it. Do it for nostalgia, so you can see how dumb this is.
Do it for the fans.
So, I believe he needs a Witcher coffin car. I don't think you can do it in anything else. Oh, yeah.
Gonna re-roll that traffic there.
He's gonna do it for the fans. He's waiting to.
I mean, the game just doesn't really want him to, but
there we go. He got a coffin car. Oh no, he needs a witch. Yeah, there it is. Witch. This is so dumb. I love it. Oh, don't miss. Oh. It is. I thought it was possible in coffin car. Oh, he needs to pick up the waist first. There you go.
What on earth is this? What do you mean that works?
Let's go, Critch. It's like Critch. I know Critch can't hear us because he's deafened, but that's insane that he went for it.
That's such a dumb strat.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't think it saves time, really. Especially with how long it took him to get the car.
Almost certainly not, like, but...
With how long it took him to get the car, I don't think it would have saved that much time.
That was RTA viable at the time? Real.
Yeah, that must have been on my year break, Kelvin, because I would have never dared try that. Let's go, Critch.
I feel bad about
GG.
Huge.
Hello, Kelvin. You're an animal, alright?
That's not very nice.
I meant that in the best way possible.
Yeah, honestly, I was expecting a lot worse because I was not warmed up at all. So a 118 under those circumstances, I will take that.
Yeah, that was... And like,
Certainly was a sight to behold.
For the majority of that run, too, Critch wasn't even playing that bad. He was playing pretty well. It was just Kelvin is a dog.
Yeah, that match was pretty good. 14-27.
Critch, I'm so happy you did that 7-7.
Well, I just, at that point, you know, in the level in Homer 2, everything that went wrong could go wrong, so I didn't want to DNF because it's going to be my last tourney race for a while, so I just wanted to get it over the line and finish, and then Kelvin reminded me in the chat of 7 out of bounds, so I went for it, and luckily I got it first time. If I didn't get it first time, I probably would have just taken the waste, just come back normally, but luckily we got it first time and managed to show it off.
Yeah, you gotta do it for the fans.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that 7-7 was... That level 7 was rough, Critch. I was getting PTSD.
Yeah, no, it is what it is, you know, like, I think Calvin put in there, like I was accelerating before hitting the ball. You know, it's just, it is what it is. You know, like I practiced it before I started the run. Seemed to get it straight away, so just gonna be back to the drawing board just to make sure that I can do that properly, because who knows, I may be on a PB in the future, or a good run in the future. I really don't want to have to do 7.5, you know, 6, 7, 8 times just to get out of bounds.
Even that 7.3 was giving you the business.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, like I said, at that point, you know, like it was already done. I just wanted to get out of the bounds, but you know, just wasn't having any of it.
Nostalgia was in here. He was like, "This 7.3 is why I only ran on 60 FPS."
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Has to be done, like.
Of course.
Only for people like me who are incredibly washed up and can't do anything that requires skill or effort.
I'm glad I brought my buddy Nostalgia back from the dead to see you guys go at it.
Yeah, I had
Yeah,
no
that's pretty cool.
context for what this. I like, for all I knew, this could have been like some random race that I would have no idea about. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad I got you in for this one. This is gonna be good." So I'm glad you didn't disappoint. I've now seen the monster this game has become.
Yeah, you know, like the top 3/4, if you want to include Bacon. But to be fair, even now, you know, like I think Liquids, Kelvin, and Homer still are another league compared to Bacon now. You know, as much as Bacon is really good at this game, you know, like those 3 runners are just absolute insane. You know, pulling out 118s on the regular. You know, like in a random tourney race where when Kelvin said he doesn't even feel like he's playing that good. So, you know, like those 3 runners, you know, they're just another league, you know, and I'm looking forward to the inevitable. I know we've still got a few races to go, but, you know, if the people to beat are Calvin and Homer still, so I'll be interested to see if Calvin can become the first 2-time winner of Speed Simpsons tournaments, or whether Homer still can finally get that elusive one and get revenge for last year. So.
Oh yeah, true. No one's won a tourney twice. Oh man, pressure's on now.
Yeah. You have to
Don't choke.
You have to get 2 trophies next to your name in the shark cord.
True. Because what's better than 1 trophy?
Am I dumb? Have I never noticed you had a trophy next to your name?
Yeah, so if you go on anybody who's won a tournament, so like Bacon or Derek or Gordo or whoever, they're yellow names and they've got little trophies next to their name.
I had it for like a year before.
I never noticed that. I guess, does Bean have one?
Yeah, Bean's the Speed Simpsons champion, so he'll have one.
Okay, I just saw him with one and I was like, well, it can't be something for skill, so.
Harsh.
Ouch. Being catching
he knows.
strays. That's crazy.
He knows I love him.
But no, GG Kelvin. It was going to take a mammoth task. It was going to take a mammoth task to beat you, and even on your worst day, you know, you're still pulling out 118s. So, you know, GG on that fact. Thank you, Nostalgia. And is it Dysfunctional Raps or is it LP3 these days?
LP3.
It's LP3. Thank you both for commentating, and thank you, Lord Morman the Fourth.
All right, I gotta head out, guys. It's been fun. Have a good rest of your night.
No.
Yeah.
Cheers,
Thank you, guys.
GG's. Goodbye.